Hey everybody, Chris here. So after Monday's pullback we had in overall markets, Tuesday's looking better, and Dogecoin is going to be looking at some key resistance levels it needs to break through. We're going to point out what those are in this video. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit that little notification bell too. You can be notified when new videos come out, as well as when I do live streams. And we do see a lot around about these huge breakouts coming, imminent, Bitcoin and ETH, huge levels. And I'm like, guys, it's still the summer of chop. In our live streams, we do continue to talk about how the summer will play out and what I think about the fall. We'll cover a little bit of that in this video as well. But make sure that you are subscribed. Make sure you got notifications on so you can join in on the live streams. I'd like to know what you guys think too, answer your questions. But we always have a lot to talk about. But right now, what is happening with the overall markets, with Bitcoin, ETH, and these other crazy predictions? And where does Dogecoin fit in all of this, trying to keep it real? So let's get into it. Let me show you the charts and the news, and I'll show you what I'm looking at. We start here looking at the current Dogecoin chart, and we're breaking back up over 17 cents. That's right, Dogecoin is on the move this morning as I'm recording this. This was the pullback that we had on Monday. Didn't go down to 16.4, 16.6, and this is what I ticked during the live stream on Monday, is maybe we don't go lower. And for those that were swing trading and looking for a lower price, it was like 16.6 may be the new support level. That would be a higher low, right? As we move forward now with good trading this morning, Bitcoin is battling 109 now. This was its 108 level, now battling 109, not moving as much. Dogecoin is doing better, and ETH is at 25.70 or so. Little wick up this morning, but nothing too crazy. So Dogecoin, we were looking at this 16.4 level. This was the corresponding, this orange line here was the corresponding support level to Bitcoin's 108. And yet, Dogecoin did not come back and hit that level. So kind of interesting how that is playing out right now for Doge. So Bitcoin, Doge, XRP, crypto markets rally. U.S. hints at trade deals before July 9th tariff deadline. But now we know that that tariff deadline there, as I had predicted weeks ago, right, is like Trump just kicks the can down the road, right? So no, it's August 1st. And now everyone's going to get all excited at the end of July. It's like, oh, tariff deadline. And it's just like, they're doing the deals country by country by country. It takes a while. But the fear of the unknown, right? That's keeping Chair Powell and the Fed from lowering interest rates because of what might happen when he's supposed to just be looking at the data and reacting to the data when they set interest rates and change from quantitative tightening to quantitative easing and all of that. So to me, it's just a bunch of politics, right? Just a bunch of politics. But Dogecoin triangle pattern in play. Doge prints higher low after pullback. So there it is, right? The higher low. We'll talk about this whale accumulation here as well, because that does mean that the whales are buying. The big wallets are buying Doge here. Which is all good. And then the whole Elon Musk and American Party has reignited interest in Dogecoin, particularly among large holders, as whale accumulation is up over the past week. That's all kind of interesting how that every time Elon Musk is in the news, somehow Dogecoin gets tagged to it. And I'm like, hey, if I can actually do a wallet to wallet Dogecoin transfer to donate to the American Party, that's what Elon should do. He should set that up. He'd get a huge following if he did that, but he stays pretty quiet on it for now. But here's this Bitcoin Meyer multiple, right? It's just like 108,000 Bitcoin is still undervalued. And I'm like, no, the price is what the price is. It is. Like Dogecoin is 17 cents. Is it undervalued? It is what the markets say it is, right? So you can't say it's undervalued. If it was undervalued, then it would get bought up and the price would come up. But we're in the summer of chop again, as we've been talking about for months now. And all of these predictions of like these huge runs coming, are just not going to happen right now. And here, the M2 money supply, I've seen so many of these charts of this overlay between the Bitcoin price and M2 money supply. What's happening? You know, and it's shifted by so many days. I don't know what this is, 78 days, 78-day offset. M2 money supply goes up, right? And look what Bitcoin's doing. Sideways, guys, sideways. We're in the summer. This is what's happening. It's the summer of chop, sideways. It's not going to go shooting up like this. Like so many people were predicting, and Chris was like, yeah, no. So we just ride it, right? Did some swing trading, accumulated more Doge, but it's sideways trading. And that's, I mean, this Bitcoin chart shows it perfectly here compared to M2 money supply. That is where we are. It is what it is. It's not undervalued. And it's like Bitcoin dominance reversal incoming. And it's just like all of a sudden Bitcoin dominance is just going to crash during the summer. No, Bitcoin dominance is not going to crash. We're not going to have this giant like alt season here. Like alt season might happen next week, Trader Allen says, with this huge pump. It's like, no, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. And I hate to like talk about all of these things like that are not going to happen, but I love the fact ETH will be at or over 3,500 by the end of July. And it's like, nope. No one believes it. It's like, I don't believe it. Of course. It's just like, no. The signs are there's no one who agrees with you. So it's like, because it's the reality of where we are in all of this. It's like, Ash Crypto, it's confirmed 2 to 3 rate cuts are coming before the end of 2025. Well, not confirmed, but we could have that. If we also get hints of quantitative easing, I think the market will explode in Q4. Q4, huh? What month would that be? Maybe October? So for those of you who keep asking, hey, Chris, why do you think like the markets are going to go up this fall? And why do you think like Doge is going to explode? And it's just like, here's another one, right? There's this, it's not something you can say in like a 1 or 2 minute soundbite. It's something that's been building slowly month after month after month of all of these things that are lining up for the fall of 2025 to be a big thing. But right now, today, no. And Trader Allen does this big giant like broadening wedge pattern. It's just like, this one really doesn't show much to me. Other than, Doge has gone on, 3 nice runs. A nice run, a bigger run, and then, of course, November after the Trump election and Elon Musk's Doge, Department of Government Efficiency, and all that hype. So what does that mean for the next run we have? Will it be bigger than this one? We don't know yet. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it comes. But if the pattern continues, Doge is expected to break the resistant trend line soon. The resistance trend line. Is that, are that these lines? And we're going to break through that? I guess so. Or we just come out sideways like is happening this summer. It's just going to bleed out sideways, similar to these other things, before we finally get a nice run up. That's what I think is going to happen. But yes, we have this surge in whale buying. What do they know? Well, they know, like I do, that Doge is going to do its thing eventually, and this is accumulation period. This is the time to accumulate on these dips. So futures traders maintain positive funding rates, betting on price increases, despite the modest gains we've had so far. I know. We're above 16-cent resistance, retesting descending trend lines, which is what these things are, these descending trend lines. So moving above that. Technical analysts identify 3 upside targets. We'll talk about these. One of them has 20 cents, 22 cents, 25 cents, and they're just numbers on a chart, right? Fractal pattern suggests Doge may repeat its 2017 bullish cycle. And we have done a lot of comparisons in our live streams about how Dogecoin is not acting like 2021 so much, but 2017 in this cycle. And we are in that summer lull, although in 2017 it was a fairly short period of time. This time it's being extended out a little more before we get the next big run. So Tom Tucker saying, hey, Doge is showing a classic double bottom on the daily chart, strong support. So we got this big daily bottom here, or double bottom, and ticking up now. RSI recovering, MACD bullish crossover, whale accumulation rising. So that is the structure we have. And then these resistance. What are these resistance walls that Doge is looking at? Well, our friend Ali, he's pointing to this URPD graph, which is showing levels where Doge has had large amounts of accumulation. The next one at 18 cents. And he says that 18-cent level is particularly large. It can act as a point of notable resistance. And then the following levels would be 21 cents and then 36 cents. And that's where we have big percentages of amounts of supply of buying that happened at those levels. So as the level is above where that spot price is, that becomes resistance. These holders would be in the red at the moment. Investors in loss look forward to retests of their break-even mark so that they can get their money back. Right? If you bought at 36 cents, you can't wait until it hits 36 cents again. Now, some of us were taking profits at 36 cents and selling, so others that were FOMOing in, and now you're stuck, right? Or whatever you're doing. I mean, that's a point of contention. But right now at Doge, we're now over 17 cents, and we are looking at the recovery from these sort of higher highs that we were having, and now we get to a higher low on the Doge chart, which is looking like that 16.6 is going to be that new support line, as we're going to try and reestablish 17.2 as the next. As Doge Meme Girl says, look, I mean, replying to this one about Dogecoin is dead, and we get those in the live streams too, people saying Doge is dead. Should have sold in December. It's just like, Dogecoin's been dying for 10 years, yet here we are, still a top 10 cryptocurrency, still worth billions. The internet's favorite joke coin has outlived hype cycles, bear markets, and even its own absurdity. Betting against Doge has been a losing game for a decade. So we continue, right? You can go chase, the next big meme token that's going on a big run. FOMO in at the top, right? And then it comes crashing down, and then you're holding that bag. There's a lot of that going on, while the whales and others, including me, continue to accumulate Dogecoin, buying on dips and getting ready for that next big move. But today, showing good signs. Join in on live stream on Tuesday afternoon. Probably start a little bit after 4 o'clock today. Got some meetings this afternoon, but we will get there. Maybe 4:30 or 5, but we will get there. So hang on. Make sure you got your notifications on. Come join in. But meanwhile, you can leave a comment below. What do you think about these resistance levels, how Dogecoin is trading? Give the video a like. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.